Hi everyone, I'm Eric with Back to Natural Farm. We're out here by part of our kitchen garden. I guess this is part of the kitchen garden. The main kitchen garden's over there. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about tomatoes. I know a lot of people grow tomatoes and there's usually a lot of questions about tomatoes, how to grow them, prune them, maintain, harvest, all of that kind of stuff. What I wanted to talk about today was I have 6 tomatoes that are slicing, and they need to be, you could let them grow just on the ground, but you usually lose a bunch of tomatoes that way. So I'm gonna stake mine. That's how we've always done it. We've always driven a stake in beside the tomato, and then you tie the tomato to the stake as the tomato grows. But there's also some pruning involved. There's what they call suckers that come out. I'll show you that. That need trimmed off to make your tomato grow stronger, healthier, and have bigger tomatoes. So I've gathered what I believe is everything that I need to do this. I have a post pounder, some fence posts, and these are metal. They can be made out of whatever you want. It could be wood. Wood obviously isn't going to last as long as metal in the garden, in the ground. I have some baler twine and some scissors, and I have the tomatoes. So there's these first 6 are the ones that we're gonna stake up. So the first thing we need to do, I'll probably go through and set a post on the ground by each tomato so it's there, and then I'll pound each one of them in, and then I'll show you how to prune and tie the tomato to the stake. Okay, we've got them all the stakes are in. So now we're gonna prune them and tie them up. So a lot of people have questions about pruning on your tomatoes. Some people don't do it. It's not gonna hurt your tomato plant one way or the other. What it does, in our experience, is the tomato might produce fewer fruits, but the fruits it does produce are going to be larger, maybe healthier. So you can see here where this first, or any branch, comes off of the main stem. It looks like a baby tomato plant growing in this elbow. So these are called suckers, and they go all the way up. The tomato keeps growing and it keeps producing these suckers. So if we take those suckers off, it'll make less blooms because there will be less branches to have blooms on, but it puts more energy into the blooms and the fruit that it does have. Because there's less of them, they'll be stronger and larger. So anyway, what we do is we go in and we just pinch these out. Now, I usually leave one at the bottom to grow, and then that way, as this grows, it'll catch up to this main stalk as far as how big it is, and then you'll have 2 you'll tie this and this to the post, and you'll have two main stalks the rest of the way up your stake. Otherwise, if you're going to stake your tomatoes and if you're not going to prune them, they're going to be a nightmare because you're going to have big branches everywhere and it's going to be hard to stake them. So I'll do this one, leave this one. There. So I've got all the suckers off. I'm going to leave this one grow, and then when it gets big enough, I will tie it to the stake as well. And then I'll show you how to tie it to the stake here. The tomatoes that we have planted, all 6 of these are the same variety. They're Better Boy, and my dad swore by these things. They're nice sized, good for slicing. You can also use them for canning, but we always had these planted when I was growing up, and I've always planted them. So they are indeterminate. So there's 2 different kinds of tomatoes, determinate and indeterminate. So Better Boy is indeterminate, which means it will continue growing and flowering as long as you're picking the fruit off of it. Once you stop picking the fruit, it'll stop setting flowers. But that goes with anything. But it'll continue to grow taller, flower, produce tomatoes until a frost kills it. What determinate means is the tomato will grow to a certain size and then stop growing, and all of the fruit that's on it, most of the fruit that's on it, will ripen all at the same time. So if you're wanting tomatoes for canning, or if you for whatever reason need a lot of tomatoes ready all at the same time, the determinate is the one that you'd want. But an indeterminate will give us a longer season of fruiting. And I just have some baler twine. You can use just about anything, string. My dad always used to cut up old t-shirts, probably some old underwear, and that's what he used. So most of the time I'll try to go underneath a branch to help support it. And if you're using something like this baler twine, which is pretty stiff as far as it won't, there's no elasticity to it, you don't want to tie your tomato so tight that eventually, I mean, it would kind of cut off circulation to your plant. So this post is different too. It's got a hole in the middle, so it's not too tight. But that's what we do. That's how we do it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I will finish the rest of these here, but I mean, you don't need to watch me do that. But ask you guys if you'd please visit our YouTube channel, follow us, like the videos, share the videos, get the word out. We're growing together, so I will share the things that I know, and if I don't know, we'll learn as we go. Thanks for watching. You guys have a good day.